from one results to the other. Pan-African Resources, they've just had their results out at around 9 o'clock. Their financial director, Cobus Loots, who is soon to be taking to the helm on the 1st of March, is here with us for analysis of those company numbers. Thank you so much for making the time to join us. So your results came out about 19 minutes ago whilst we were on air. So let's just looking at some of the top line numbers. Group headline earnings decreased by about 62%, but let's try and make sense of where the company is going. You've always prided yourself as being a good dividend payer.
Sure.
So have you declared a dividend, and is that still going to remain?
Well, I think Pan-African historically declares an annual dividend. We do that after our final results. These are interim results, and we don't normally declare an interim dividend. It's worth mentioning that in December of last year, so December 2014, we paid a 260 million rand dividend to shareholders. That approximated a 6 to 7% yield at the time, and I think it demonstrated our confidence in the business going forward.
So in terms of your progressive dividend policy, is that going to stay, given the fact that you have seen pressure coming through on your the commodity prices?
Well, it's interesting because in rand terms, the gold price is actually quite good. We can't really blame the rand gold price. In terms of maintaining dividends going forward and increasing dividends in terms of the progressive policy, there are certain things we can control and things we can't control. As we all know, the gold price is not within our control. But in terms of operations, we're very comfortable that the year ahead will be a good one for Pan-African.
We've had Impala Platinum. They came out with their results earlier, but the theme that we've been seeing across a lot of the mining companies has been the cutback on capital expenditure. Tell us where you stand on that strategy.
Well, I think we're quite fortunate in terms of our capital. When you look at our two major operations, being Barberton Mines and Evander, the level of sustaining capital is quite consistent. At Barberton, we're looking at just over 100 million rand per year of sustaining capital, and in Evander that number is slightly higher at 140 million rand. So that's the sustaining number, and we're quite comfortable we can maintain it. In terms of growth capital, it's worthwhile mentioning that we've invested quite a lot into new projects and projects that is value accretive to shareholders and to the business, we'll continue that spend also.
Where are these new projects?
Well, I think the project that certainly is front of mind at the moment is a tailings plant at Evander. We call it the ETRP, or the Evander Tailings Retreatment Plant. That'll add about another 10,000 ounces of gold production to Evander per annum. And we announced recently that the plant has been constructed. It was on time, on budget, and we're currently in ramp-up phase with the plan of getting to full production by June of this year.
So you are going to be you're going to be in the hot seat, so to speak, from the 1st of March. What are you wanting to do with this company? I mean, you're coming into this company at a particularly tough time for mining companies. What is it? What kind of legacy are you wanting to leave behind?
Well, I think it's fair to say I've been involved with Pan-African for many years. I've been a director since 2009. So I'm very familiar with the assets and the people and the issues that are important. In terms of our shareholders and what the shareholders want, they certainly want a dividend maintained, and they want value accretive growth, and that's what we need to give them. I mean, our operations have to perform as they can perform and as they've proven that they can perform in the past. And we have to look at new ways of adding value and increasing our share price on a sustainable basis.
Well, I look forward to speaking to you again, adding value, keeping that dividend, and bringing value to shareholders. That was Cobus Loots. He's now the financial director at Pan-African Resources, but from the 1st of March, he will be the chief executive.